Tell me, can you stand the rain? No.
Okay, I'm sure you can tell by my face I'm not really happy. That's because I'm not. Okay, so one side of my hair is wet, the other side is not. Ugh. Okay, so this hair that I have is from Amazing. But it's not really that amazing. Okay, so this is their loose wave, and you guys know I just reviewed loose wave not too long ago, and I was totally obsessed with that hair, which I still am. And I tried these same techniques on that hair, and it did not do this. So this is what it looks like, one side of it wet and one side of it dry. So the problem that I'm having with this hair, and I've had since I've had it, is that I can't find a style for this hair at all. And the reason is it's too straight at the top and it's too curly at the bottom. So in this state, yeah, I could probably get away with this and this would be fine. Which I'm gonna go and wet this side too so that you guys can see what it looks like all together. But if you curious to know what it looked like before I wet it, just look at my other video. It's the same difference as far as the way that the actual hair looks. It's just big and fluffy when you air dry it like this, but then when you put water on it, then it does this. Again, I only put like a little bit of curl cream in it, just a little bit, just because I didn't want it to look flat. It did something, but not much. I'm gonna go and wet this side, and then I'm gonna come back, and then we can really talk. Okay, so this is what it looks like completely wet, from the root back, and this honestly is some of the most problematic hair that I've had. I feel like with the look that I was going for, I felt like I was gonna do like something like Beetlejuice related. I look like an extra in the Beetlejuice cartoon. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this hair. It sheds like crazy. Like my sink has, I don't know how much hair in it right now, okay? And this is one of the hair where when you wet it, it sheds really bad. And when it's dry, it sheds really bad. Yeah, it's like, it looks great. Like as far as this goes, it looks great, but I'm not a fan, like at all. Like this is, cause in order for, in order for me to keep this looking like this and at least tamed enough, I have to make sure, let's see how much shedding. I have to make sure that that it's wet, because dry it's literally like going through a mop or a bush, and I'm just raking through trying to make this fetch happen, and this fetch is not happening. Usually with amazing hair, I have amazing time. And I'm feeling very, very sad right now about this. When I first got my hair though, I was like, okay, so this is probably going to be very similar to my other hair. I'll be cool. When I washed it and conditioned it, I was good, but I hadn't installed it yet. So this wash and condition was just based on each individual weft. When you start putting in all the bundles together and then you put them in the elements and bust one of these, then you gonna end up with that. And that's not a lot. Just imagine what you ain't seen. I'm so sad because I wanted this to be nice, and I'm so not for this. Like, and I don't like when my hair is wet, quite frankly. I really don't. But this is the only thing I could do, because if I tried to wear it like dry, oh, it would have started a forest fire up in here. So let me get to the frontal then. At least something good came from this. The frontal, I believe, looks very, very natural. It looks very good. I still got a little blonde right there because I kind of over bleached. But my frontal, this is about the best part of this whole situation. So I'm gonna part it so you could see. So this is what it looks like when I'm parting it. Now let's see, we can part it here. And see, the parting looks great, you know? And from my understanding, my frontal isn't shedding. But I don't know for a fact if it's not. When I did notice something though. When I did bleach this, when I first took it out the package, because I bleached the knots on it, it kind of had the, you know, you get like a 3-part closure. So it's like apart, apart, apart. So when every time you put water on it, it just parts. And that's kind of what this has, which I don't like. Okay, so we'll do this. I don't think this is going to do anything to help it. Now my hair, now I look like the Undertaker. This doesn't look, because it's so straight at the root. That's what I hate, is that it's straight. So the only thing I can do is wear this kind of just a flip over and out the way, because yeah, that's the but I really can't say much because I'm just so disappointed. And I've been trying to really wait with this hair. I have, because I was hoping that eventually that this was gonna stop, but this don't look like it's stopping no time soon. Wig would be perfect if I was shooting something in a pool and I needed to get out looking like everything, then this would be great because it looks great while it's wet, but it's just not my favorite while it's wet and on me. You know, like if I'm not, I couldn't go through the day with this. Like this would be very rough for me to go through the day with. And when I was wearing it, I was wearing it dry. I wasn't wearing it wet because I had a sneaking suspicion this was going to be it. Now, I wore it one time wet. And because it was so hot during that time, my hair dried really quick. So I didn't really experience what I'm experiencing now. The air has been on pretty much all day. So it's quite cool where I am time soon. But dang, like this just sucks. Because this is some really, like the idea of it is nice. The idea of it is nice. But the execution, my dear, not so much. This would be great for, like, if this was a 360, I could put this in a ponytail. And if all of this was just hanging, I would be fine. If I could just bust a nice pony. But I don't like this. I legit just don't like this hair. And it's so many things that are wrong with it. It's the texture change. Like the texture change is crazy. Cause you seen how big this hair was. It should have been at least a little bit more wavy than this. Cause this is very similar to my like body wave. Like I feel like this is just what body wave looks like when it's wet. I curled it when I wore it big. I curled the top because it didn't match. So curling the top is fine or whatever, but it's definitely not a selling point for me. Like I just think that that's just a lot that you have to do when you get some hair that has texture to it. The only time I like to curl hair at any point is that when my hair is straight. So because I can uniform the curl and do what I wanted to do. But this, yeah, I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 10 because at least the frontal isn't shedding. The frontal bleached very well and the texture is nice. But everything else, no. So Amazing Hair, I'm gonna need you to do some reinforcement on this puppy, on this, because I'm just not a fan. Sorry, I'm you know, I hate. It wasn't as bad. I just had some hair recently that I had to send back because it was super duper bad. And it wasn't that bad. And I was trying to give it a chance. Sometimes you have to give hair, especially from Aliexpress, you have to give hair a little bit of a chance before you say you just really hate it. And I've had these bundles for at least 2 months. At least 2 months. The wig has been made for at least a month and a half. And I've wore it at least 4 times. And every time I pull this one out, because I've mistaken it for my other body wave, the one where I had the one braid with the orange on, and I was like, why is my hair shedding like this? And I'm thinking, I'm like, this is the wrong wig. And of course, it was. So, I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think below. You know I'm over this. I didn't even do no intro. Bye.